Hello my friends, this is Devlog 2 for possibly Battlegrounds, so let's just get this over with. So number one, let's just, I don't know. Let's make another character. Let's actually make, first of all, I'm gonna look for UI. UI positioner. Or no, okay. UI. What was UI? Actually, be honest. No. Actually, I got a good idea. Alright. So these are working fine. So like the character blah 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 stuff, they're working fine. What I realized is they're not. Wait, isn't there a UI position? There is a UI resetter, correct? Well, this is not working. I just forget it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make like an item shop. I'll make a shop for when people get enough kills to buy potions that help in battle. Actually, I'm gonna go get a plugin first, a building plugin. Here. There. Now doing a bunch of other stuff would be a lot more simpler for me. Okay, both of these need to be anchored, mesh tool, texture, blah blah. Lighting tool. Add a point light. Then the point light's gonna be facing. Okay. Is surface not gonna work? Yeah, that works. No, actually, let's bring it bottom. Yeah, that works. Okay, 0.5. Then 20. 40. And then maybe 0.7. And then let's change the color of it to nice yellowish. There, this is it. And then what I'm gonna do is change the material, which I'm pretty sure there's a setting for. There, material tool. And what I'm gonna see is forget that. What the heck was that? Alright, and then here. And I'm gonna change this to wood planks as well. Then I'm gonna look for the color. Not rotation, not new part, not new part. Here, color, paint tool. Let's do a nice yellowish. I'll do a custom color actually. Let's be more orange type. There. Center this too. Or since we got the base structure down, we're just gonna make it a little bit more advanced. So delete that, just move it right here. Then we're gonna do this. Move it up again. Then we're gonna rotate it. Not in that axis, I mean in the blue axis. Increment 5. Okay, 1. There. And then we set it back to 15. Now we're gonna increase the size a bit, and then what we also do is do no. And we're gonna add a surface UI, and then what I'm gonna do is add a text label. Then I'm gonna see if I can change the what was on top? Face, top, back. There. UI. Okay, that's not it, I'm guessing. Let's see a part size. Maybe the part size will size. Well, what if I see the GUI size? Maybe that'll. And no, it is not helping. Okay, that kind of works, alright. Let me just look back up here. It's 150. Come on, 150. There, that works. Okay. So now what we're going to do is change the text to Potion Shop. That's not it. Okay. And then what we're going to do is now we're going to make the background transparency 1. Make the text a whole lot bigger. Make it rich text. Then do like a 120 there. Then we're going to change the font to be like a nice scratchy. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Now we're gonna make it to completely white. Not maybe there has to be a hint of blue sometimes too. Hint of blue there. And this is gonna be contrasting really well. And what we're also gonna do is add a point light. Let's add the range. Let's also heighten the range a bit. Build tool. So let's just delete this now. Go into this part. View. Then add a point light. And that doesn't look so good. Add. There. Then the angle that I want it to be 0 or 180. Then do 30 brightness, no, 30. And then we're gonna have a spotlight right here. Okay, now what we do is 90. Okay, and then we face backwards. And then we also increase the range just a bit. 145. Okay. Actually, let's make the part neon. Okay, now since we got that, the text is going to be a different color. It's going to be a lot darker. So let's bring this up a bit. Potion shop. Oh, this is actually looking nice now. Alright, so let's change the material of all of these. Let's change the material. Material. Then it's going to be neon. Neon. And then this is also going to be neon. Then we're going to add a little bit of reflectance for each of these as well. Why not? And then this one, 0.1 of transparency. I feel like transparency will make this look a little. That's too much. 0.3. 0.3. There, I got the potion shop ready. Now we're just gonna add a table. Okay. Then what we do for this one is we can remove the endpoint light. The surface light, I mean to say. Then what we should do is move this up a bit now. What we could do is increase the size of this. Okay, there, and then what I'm gonna do now inside is I'm gonna add my. So now I'm gonna add my avatar inside, because why not? I'm gonna be the shopkeeper. And then what I'm gonna do is make a little animation for it. So let's just move this down a bit. Okay, let's see. We need to position him in a realistic way. There. Then we're gonna add like a tabletop counter. So let's move this. Add. There. And then let's make that part a little darker. Coloring just a tad bit darker. And what we're going to do is raise this part up a bit. And the increment for the move tool is going to be 0.01 studs. Just because of the fact that it's clipping. There. Okay, we got the basic layout. Let me just move this up. Oh, because it's transparent that now this part is. And the UI is not gonna go up to the okay. Okay, that's not gonna work. I get it. I'm guessing that's not. Okay, let's just go back to the build tools. So now we're done with the shop. Now we're just gonna add the default animation for this guy. Okay. So his default animation for this guy is gonna be a laid down version of okay. This might not look so good actually. And then I'm gonna select the head, then rotate it and then let me just add all the body because apparently it's not working out. There. Then let's move it this way actually. There. And then I'm gonna add like a little idle animation so it moves up and down just a bit. Now we're gonna move it up by 2, and then it's gonna only move up by 0.2. Then we also move it again by 2, and then it's only gonna move down by that. And then let's see. That's not what I expected. Okay. Bruh. Then what we could do now is add like a little. We're gonna move this by 3s because it's a part of 90, so we're able to do that. Okay, this works. Alright, so this is gonna be, I'm gonna call this movement. I'm gonna think that movement, and then I'm gonna copy the animation ID. And then, yeah, I'm gonna get out the animation editor. Go to the rig, I'm gonna name this guy Shopkeeper. And his name is still Rig, which I do not understand. Shopkeep. Okay, that's not gonna change. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that for now. Oh, this makes sense. Okay. That was my fault. This should have stayed a rig. And then what we do is this is what should have changed. Alright. That was a mistake. Shopkeeper. Then we're gonna add an animation. No, we're gonna add a script. Then we're gonna add an animation into script. Then we're gonna copy and paste the ID. Then we're gonna name this idle. And what we're gonna do is have multiple animations, so local and equals. Okay, this code assisting is really pissing me off. Okay. Then what we do is do idle equals script.parent.humanoid.animator load animation script.idle. There. Then what we do is do idle. Then what we do anims idle dot looped equals true. Then anims idle play. And then I'm just gonna test here. Nothing's happening. Let me check. Oh, it's working just fine. It's a movement. Okay. That makes sense. And the animation's not wanting to play because it's a movement. So what we do is we can just do idle. Actually, who knows, that might actually work. So let's do that. Hopefully this works this time. There. Doesn't want to play. Okay. I'm just gonna change this to action actually, because that'll work just fine. Okay. Now is it gonna work? Now I'm really gonna tweak out. What if it's just a script? Or if it's because I can automatically make it look. Okay. Then we can just automatically play it instead of having to make it looped already again. And then what we do is do game.players.player added connect function. That's basically it, yeah. Then this video is extra long. There. It's fine, it might look ugly for now. Now what we're gonna do is add a prompt, proximity prompt. Then what we're gonna do is action text is shop, and then the whole duration. It's been a while since I've actually used this. I'm gonna test it now. And it's not working, okay. Or what if we just add a part next to this, like, okay, this is really annoying me, alright. Shop. Okay, that makes me a whole lot more happier. Then now what we do is add a part. And then what's gonna happen is it's gonna be completely shaped like the humanoid root part. There. And it's also gonna be positioned where the humanoid root part is. And there. And then the part's gonna be transparent. Then we're gonna name this part prox part. Then we're gonna add a proximity prompt. Then we're gonna also name it shop. Okay, now this should work a lot better. And also this needs to be anchored. Anchored. Oh, that's why it's not working, because it's not an anchored part. I'm guessing proximity prompts only work if it's an anchor, if it's anchored. And it works, but okay. Can't collide equals false. And then we can also and it needs to be collidable. Okay, I'm seriously getting annoyed. Alright. Doesn't it can collide equals true? What if we just move it forward actually? Just a bit. So that it's not actually hurting. There. Or instead, what we could have done actually was we could have sized it up to the window of the shop. Then it would have worked a lot better. Okay, that makes sense. Now it doesn't work again. Wait, what if we just edit it so that you can see that there's more settings in the proximity prompt? You should be able to see it a lot. Okay, what if we see this max activation distance 40 studs. It's like it doesn't, like that makes no. What if it's fine right now? Don't know why it wasn't working earlier. Okay, works fine now. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is do local cam. No, this is supposed to be a local script. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is make a script and start a character scripts. Local script. Local cam equals workspace dot current camera. And then what we do is local prox part equals game dot workspace dot prox part. Local prox equals prox part dot proximity prompt. Prox dot trigger connect function. Yeah, and then what we do is connect function, and then what we do next is that's basically it. Actually, let me just. Okay, so let's just test it right now. Okay. Okay, cam part. We're gonna add a cam part into workspace. So now I'm gonna add another part. Except where is it? Okay. I'm just gonna duplicate this part, delete the proximity prompt, do this, and let's make it one by one. 1, 1, 1. And then show indication there, and then what we do now is rotate it. Okay, we got that. We're going to name this cam part. Then we're going to go back to the script. And then what we do now is cframe equals game.workspace.cam part.cframe. Then let's test that now. Okay, that works really well, actually. So let's just now adjust it, because that's too close. Let's make it a little farther. Okay, that's good. Alright, that's good. And what we do now in the script is what we're gonna do is do when the proxy is triggered, it's gonna be unenabled. Enabled. I don't know actually. Wait. Okay, let's do some logo toggle equals false. If toggle equals false, then what we do is do everything in here goes in here. Then it's gonna be free. Now if we do toggle is equal to true when we play, then it's gonna be blah blah blah. Then it's not gonna tween back to what it's gonna be set back to the way it was. So then let's just do that. Okay, something went wrong. I can tell that. Sure. Okay, no. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now? Oh, this is gonna take so long. Alright, whatever. Actually, let's just forget about. Let's actually delete the humanoid of this. No, it'll look a lot cooler for humanoid. Actually, let's make it a humanoid. Let's make the freaking health. Where's the HP? Health. Infinite. Not letting me go up. Okay. What if we do? Okay. What if we make it so that you? I mean, it would take a while though if we did that. Okay, now what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna make a module. This is gonna be the text. This is gonna be dialog module. So what we're gonna do is module dot function module dot render. That's something for 3D though. What is it? I don't know. Create. Okay, and then what we do now we're gonna make some parameters. So first is gonna be text, which is gonna be a string. And what we're gonna do now is the speed of how fast it changes. So that's it now. Now what we're gonna do is do. Oh yeah, and then what is it? Text label. So then what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make another screen UI. Then we're gonna add a text label in it. So, found the text label. This is just for a test. Let's just do this. This may not look so good, actually. That's just how that's the way it is. So what we do is do if text label is a if text label is a text label, then what we do is that's basically it. Okay, wait. So for I equal 1 comma the text, that's how much it is. Do text equals string.sub text comma 1 comma I wait speed. That's basically it. So let's just go try it out. So what we do, we're gonna go back to the local script. And then what we're gonna do local mod equals game.server storage dot was require game dot server storage dot dialog module. There. Now what we do when this is complete, do mod dot create. The text is gonna be a string, so what we do is do hello customer, comma the speed is, then comma the speed is how fast it's gonna go. So actually, to be honest, we don't even need to do that. Wait, what the? We don't need. Okay. Then what we do is it's gonna be game dot starter UI dot screen GUI dot text label. There. Then surely this is gonna work, right? And I'm totally not gonna see some crazy out stuff going on in the. What? You're kidding, right? You're kidding. So what I'm guessing is it has to be in the freaking replicated storage when it's a freaking local script. Because every other script that I have works. And if this doesn't work now, that's. Okay, seems to be working. What if we just do what if we do this and then do this? Let's see what it automatically does for us. You're telling me that I could have done. Okay, it's fine, whatever. Tempted to index nil with text. Why was it tempting to index why was it attempting to index nil with text when I have the text right here? Okay, let me do that again. Let me just do create. Bro. Oh my god. I want to make it dialogue actually works, but at the same time. Okay, let's just make it a little bit, let's just make my life simpler. Local text label equals game dot started UI dot screen UI dot text label. Then we don't need this. Makes my life so much simpler. And then what we do now is do hello crash out. Then we're gonna wait 0.1 second after everything it does. It just doesn't work. Okay, I don't like this. Okay, and now what we do is just forget about it. Actually, we don't even need. Actually, may need it. We're gonna need it actually. Just forget about what I just said. We're just gonna do this. And there. And then what we do now, instead of making this crazy thing is contractions do. Local text equals game dot start UI dot screen UI dot text label. Then do text dot text equals hello crash out. How may I help you? Just gonna equal this, right? And then what we do is whenever we want shop, it really actually just doesn't work. So then it's not the script fault, it's the freaking text fault. Okay, whatever. I'll just figure that problem out later. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the notification bell. See y'all.